Alright, so today we are going to be talking about sum and difference formulas. These can be found on your identities chart, the one we've been using for a while, down at the bottom. Okay, we'll be using those, so have that handy. So first, I have that I want to find what cosine at 75 degrees is. Okay, if we think about that, that's not on our unit circle, so this is a way for us to figure out what the answer is. Okay, they give me that u is 30 and v is 45. Okay, so using this, I'm either going to have u plus v or u minus v. Well, in order to get 75, I'm going to have to add those. Okay, and it's because I'm adding, if we look here, this says cosine plus or minus. The plus is the top one, so that's what I'm looking at. And if I keep going over here, the minus is the top one. So in between these, I'm going to use that minus symbol. So I'm just going to use this formula. So it's cosine u, so cosine 30, times cosine v, so cosine 45, minus, because that's what's on top. And then I have sine u, so sine 30, sine v, so sine 45. Okay, so I got that just from using that chart. Excuse me. From here, you're going to use your unit circle. Okay, so at cosine 30 degrees, remember this is degrees, I have square root of 3 over 2. At cosine 45 degrees, I have square root of 2 over 2. Minus sine 30, I have 1/2. And sine 45, I have root 2 over 2. Okay, so those I just got from the unit circle. Remember, cosine's x, sine's y. Then we're going to multiply. So multiply under here, we get root 6. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 1 times root 2 is root 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, and then I want to rewrite this as root 6 minus root 2 over 4. Okay, because these are not like terms, we can't combine them, so just leave it in this form. That would be your answer. We could find the approximation and get a decimal, but I'm not worried about that right now. Alright, next one. Find sine pi over 12. They give me u is pi over 3 and v is pi over 4. So I know I have sine, and I know it's going to be pi over 3 and pi over 4. I just need to figure out if I'm going to add or subtract to get pi over 12. Okay, so if I take this and add them, okay, I need a common denominator, so my common denominator would be 12. So I'm going to multiply this by 4, multiply this by 3. Okay, so now on the top I get 7 pi, on the bottom I have 12. Well, that's not pi over 12. So if we subtracted, I'd get 4 minus 3, so I just end up with pi over 12. That's what we want. So we're subtracting. Okay. Now, using that, we go back to this form. Sine, okay, I have minus. That's the bottom one. So I'm using the bottom one, and I go over here, and the bottom one over here is also minus. So I'm using that as well. Okay, so let's plug this in. I have sine u, so sine pi over 3, times cosine v, so cosine pi over 4, minus, because it's the bottom one, cosine u, so cosine pi over 3, sine v, so pi over 4. Okay, so this is what we have here. Let me mark this off because that's part of something else. Alright, now again, using the unit circle. So sine pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. Cosine at pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. Minus cosine at pi over 3 is 1/2. And sine at pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. So if we look, these are the exact same. So I know my end result will be the same answer. Okay. Now, past example, I want to find the exact value of sine 42 cosine 12 minus cosine 42 sine 12. Okay, so here, because if I look at this to see which one this looks like, okay, it has to be sine. Alright, and because it's minus, that means I have minus here. So I'm going to have sine 42 minus 12. Okay, this one had to be U, that one had to be V, so I'm just plugging those in. Okay, and here I get sine of 30. Well, we can find sine of 30 because 30 degrees is on our unit circle. So sine at 30 degrees is 1/2. So there's our exact value of that. Alright, so if you have questions, please let me know. Here is your assignment. It's A8, page 404, numbers 1 through 4, 23 through 24. Good luck.